Hello, welcome to this channel. My name is Nyameche Boatin, and in this video I'll give you a breakdown of Manchester City 2, Brentford 2. And Manchester City going into this game has had 3 games on a win. 3 games win, and they hadn't lost a game, and it was really a good span of wins for Pep Guardiola and his guys. And we all know that they do not have Rodri in their fold anymore, and they don't have a proficient defensive midfielder. So far so good, but they went into the stadium of Brentford and they scored 2 early goals for Manchester City, and they sat down for Brentford to come, and they came back from 2-0 down to make sure they could get a draw at their own stadium. It was really an exciting game of football to watch. But the first point to talk about is that if it wasn't for an Ake masterclass, this was a game that Guardiola would have lost by 4-2. What a player, Nathan Ake. Nathan Ake is one of the best players in the Premier League when it comes to defensive numbers. Really good on the ball, really calm on the ball. He doesn't really rush into tackles. He doesn't concede a penalty case. He makes sure that his team is always calm on the defensive line. And oh my God, what a display of defensive work by Nathan Ake. He cleared the ball off the line twice, making sure Guardiola and his guys could get a draw from the Brentford stadium. It was really an exciting game of football to watch. Brentford are a side that people do not respect, but look, they play very good. They really attack. They really make sure that they can attack and then make sure you don't really put them in a defensive fold. What a job by Thomas Frank. I mean, today I got to know that Thomas Frank is a Danish. I actually thought he was an English born, but today I found out that he comes from Denmark and he's that good, really good. I think that this guy deserves to coach a team like Inter Milan. Even he can even coach Manchester United and do a very good job, because look at what he does with the likes of Weiser, Mbeumo, Ivan Toney, Damsgaard. Oh my God, what a coach he is. And I don't understand why Manchester City drew this game, because it was 2-0 up until the 80th minute. Goals from Foden were enough for Manchester City to have this win. And I don't understand why they lost it again. But I think that you have to blame Gundogan, because before Gundogan came on, it was 2-0. And Gundogan came on and Manchester City considered 2 goals in the dying minutes of the game. It doesn't make sense to me. And anybody who wants to blame Guardiola for this draw is probably deluded, because he didn't want the game. City dominated this game, controlled the game, created goal scoring opportunities, but yet failed to get a win. And that's what has happened the whole season, because if you watch Man City in a game against I think Feyenoord, it was 3 goals up and they considered 3 goals in the dying minutes again, the last 10 minutes again. It's all because they don't have Rodri in their setup. If Guardiola is able to get a DM in this setup, I think they can go on and win the league, because I don't think Liverpool will be able to play the same kind of football at the same level or the same intensity till the end of the season. They might probably encounter injuries, encounter fatigue, encounter problems. Liverpool cannot play at this high level and at this same pace for every 3 days, considering their squad depth, considering what they have. 1 injury to Mohamed Salah, and I think Liverpool will get begging. And that's the same thing that's happening to Arsenal. Without Bukayo Saka, they can't create chances, they can't score goal. Their captain Martin Odegaard just came from injury and it's all over the place. Oh my God, Arsenal need to put their things together to win the Premier League. And I think Manchester City are just a DM away from winning the Premier League again, because the way they won, they played against Brentford today, got 2 goals, did everything on point, and still failed not to win because of a DM. They'll get a DM in the general transfer window and they make sure they will win the Premier League again. Ever since Kevin De Bruyne came back from injury, there are a lot of people saying that we haven't seen the sharpness from Kevin De Bruyne. So Kevin De Bruyne also had an excellent game today. He provided 1 assist for Foden to score for Manchester City at the JTech Stadium in Brentford. So City don't have a defensive midfielder, and they really have to fix their defensive midfield issues. They get 1 good DM and they can probably win the league. Let's talk about Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland did not get a goal today for Manchester City, but oh my God, this is one of the best Erling Haaland center forward play for Manchester City, because you could see him drop into the middle of the park, pass the ball, win duels against the Brentford centre backs, and he was really part of the people who were involved in creating spaces for Phil Foden and Savinho to attack the box. And that's how Manchester City got 2 goals, because Haaland is tall enough to win duels in the air, to win aerial duels and create spaces for the likes of Savinho, the likes of Phil Foden, and the likes of Kevin De Bruyne to create chances. I think that Haaland had a really good game, had an excellent game, and we have to give him credit for what he did today. And we have to talk about also Savinho. Oh my God, what a player. When Savinho picks form as he was at Girona, my God, this guy is going to be the best left winger in the Premier League by far. What a game! What a goal! What an involvement! A shot hit the goalpost, a chance that he created by himself. He did everything to make sure he could help Manchester City win the game. And my God, Savinho has the same ceiling like Vinicius. For those who watching, you can see the early Vinicius signs in him where he doesn't finish the chances, but he's able to take on his players, create chances for himself, does things by himself, does things out of nothing. It was not surprising that Vinicius only bettered him when it comes to dribbling in the La Liga last season. He's actually a very good player, 20 years of age, scoring goals for Manchester City and creating chances out of nothing. Savinho will probably go on to be the best young player if Man City win the league. I think that it is fair that Manchester City will get players like Kusanov and Victorious, because look, if they concede one, City will concede twice, and they might even concede twice, because if not for Nathan Ake, that was going to be the story of this game. And I understand why they are chasing centre backs for the Premier League, because without Nathan Ake today, it was going to be an eyesore for Manchester City. This game was really better than the football I saw all in November and December. Manchester City played well, they created chances, they scored goals, they defended well, they were robust. Even Matheus Nunes, who was playing as a right back, was strong enough to make sure that the Brentford side didn't run over him out just like that. He was really involved in the game. And I think that if Manchester City are able to put in this kind of performance for the next couple of games, I think that Manchester City can go on to win the Premier League. I have hopes, because you see, this is a Guardiola who has done it before, and this is a Liverpool side that has failed before. I think if Liverpool are able to get some depth of field, get some depth of defense, get some depth of players in their squad, they can win the league. But they don't have that depth. A Mohamed Salah injury will cause Liverpool a lot of problems. I think that Brentford are a team that people really underrate, because their side are really strong. They press well, they defend well, they are also good on the counter. Players like Mbeumo, Weiser, and I think Damsgaard, these are guys that are really, really good. They can play for any Premier League side. And I think that if Arsenal are a serious club, they should go for Mbeumo, because it's going to be cheap. Mbeumo can give them goals, and Mbeumo wouldn't cause them much. Mbeumo will be very efficient too when it comes to goal scoring. So what are you waiting for? Look at how he tormented Manchester City today. It was really, really a good performance from Mbeumo, the Cameroon international. And Manchester City controlled possession for long periods of the game, for large periods of the game, and they scored 2 goals for them to only concede 2 goals in the end of the game. I think Guardiola will be very pissed. Guardiola will be very angry. Guardiola will make sure that the players will pay for this, because even when they closed the game, how he was giving out instruction to players like Savinho, Stefan Ortega and the likes, man, it was not really good for Manchester City. They should have won this game, and this game, if they had won this game, would have put them in the top 4 for the Premier League competition, and then probably put them in a position to win the league. But they drew. I think that my man of the match today for this game was Nathan Ake. It wasn't a bad performance from him. He can improve, and Akanji has to improve. And I see Manchester City coming back on the horizon again. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section. The best is yet to come. Bye for now.